Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday. More importantly, welcome to the first day in a while that we're waking up in the AM and feel rested enough that we won't need a nap. It's the first time in a bit that has happened. And it's nice. It's so nice to wake up in the morning and be like, yes, I feel good, and we got a lot of sleep, and I won't need to nap today. Because that has been the reality for us for a bit. So this is the first day that that didn't happen. Oh, Mal.
Yeah.
Did you hear any subwoofer last night?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. No subwoofer. So we didn't leave the neighbor a leather yesterday, partially because it rained a lot yesterday, and we weren't really sure how we were going to do that. But we didn't hear it, so now I'm like, do we leave a letter? Do we wait till we hear it again? I don't know. Navigating all of this is a little difficult, but I'll probably just wait. But I was able to sleep last night, and I feel really good. We got to figure out what we're going to do for lunch. And then since Mal finished her painting, you finished your first pass on your full version too, right?
I did.
So you're really doing good.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to help Mal work on that a little bit today. And then tonight is stream time because it's Friday night. And we've been looking at the list for what we wanted to do, trying to figure out exactly which game we were going to pick. And Mal said, you know what? It's been a long time since I played Super Mario RPG. I want to play Super Mario RPG. And I was like, okay, sure. Super Mario RPG probably take a few weeks to get through, but I actually last played it with Mal early in our dating. So at this point, more than 10 years ago,
Yep.
Probably more than 10 years ago, we played it together. We were both on Skype, and Mal was playing her version, I was playing my version, and we just went through it at the exact same time. And I played Mario RPG a lot as a kid. It was definitely one of my favorite games. I really, really enjoyed it. But I hadn't played it in a bit. And then when Mal and I went through it, 10 years ago, I don't know. It was nice because I got to see how charming it was again, and how it really pushed the limits of what like a Super Nintendo game could do and all of the amazing stuff it could fit inside of it. And then the other thing I remember thinking is that there was a very hard difficulty spike. There's a particular spot, probably like 60% through the game, where I remember you come out of a sewer. I think it's when you first get to Land's End. That might be the place I'm thinking of, like right around the monster town. There's a spot where you come out of a sewer and you get into like a desert area. And I remember thinking when we played 10 years ago that there was a difficulty spike there like I could not believe. Like the game up to that point had been a cakewalk. And then when we got there, for whatever reason, the game got super, super hard. So I'm curious to see if I'll still think that. Because
That's what I'm curious about.
Because I don't know if I will or not. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it, but we'll see. It's also been 10 years. That means I have 10 more years of video game experience under my belt, and maybe the way I play video games has changed, and the way I approach RPGs, and item usage and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it because I haven't touched the game now in a decade, and I played it a lot as a kid. So we'll see what I remember, and maybe just in case I'll break out the old player's guide. So if there's something I'm not sure of, I can have it on hand because there's
You'll have to find it.
Yeah, it's buried in the closet. The one thing about RPG is that there's a few things in it that are optional, but they're worthwhile, and I might need the player's guide to remind me of those things, like some of the ultimate weapons. I remember like Mario's ultimate weapon is the lazy shell, and in order to get it, you have to like do something special, and then you climb a vine, and you can get the lazy shell that way. So there's a few things like that that would really help if we had that stuff. So I'm going to be a little bit rusty on that sort of information. So I might get the player's guide, or I could just ask chat. One of the two. Anyway, let's have some lunch. Lunch wasn't interesting. Lunch was just oatmeal. Dinner, it's been a few hours. Dinner, however, we're trying another one of those Indian packet things just because it's easy.
It's what they had at the store when there was nothing at the store.
Yeah, we bought a few packs of stuff back when there was nothing. And now we gotta, work our way through it. So we made some rice, and then we tried one of these before, and it was pretty good. This one says it's hot and spicy though, so I'm excited. This is Madras lentils, red beans, chili peppers, and spices in a creamy tomato sauce. It's convenient. Heat it up in the microwave for a minute. So this is what it looks like.
I already have a spoon for you.
Oh, do you? Oh, convenient. So. Shoot, I'll just try it here. It's 6:15, so we got about an hour and a half before I need to start the stream. I mean, this one has spice to it, but if this is the very end of the spectrum where it's like, oh, this is hot, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine. If you don't like hot stuff, don't buy this one, obviously. But if you like hot stuff, but you're like not super into hot stuff, you'd be fine with this. It's really, there's heat, but it's fine. Hey bud, you gonna come downstairs? You're so tired. He's been on the couch for the past, oh God, I don't know, 2 hours? Yeah. We streamed Mario RPG. It went really well. I remembered more than I thought I would, which was surprising. Like, I even recalled the placements of, like, hidden blocks and stuff, which is just bewildering to me. Because I don't know, I don't remember things very good. So whenever I have something that's extremely obscure like that, I'm like, how did I do that? Because Mario RPG is not a game that I've went back to a lot over the years, like Donkey Kong Country. I can expect to remember where some of the invisible barrels in Donkey Kong Country are. Super Mario RPGs, it's been a time, but we had fun. The stream went well. People seemed to really enjoy it. And then, oh God, when the stream was done, we rated MC. And then I didn't turn off the stream because I was talking just a little bit real quickly. And it ended up taking a little while when I was talking. Jack rated us shortly after I rated MC. But because I had already rated MC, all of his raiders went to MC, and it was great, because he had basically said, we're going to raid Steven. And then everyone showed up on MC's channel, and MC's like, oh. Then, when MC was done, MC saw that we were still streaming, and raided us again. So it was a little wild. But that's not even where the wildness of the evening takes place, because when it was all said and done, sat down on my computer, and I got on Discord, and folks in Discord were saying, they liked the stream or whatever. And I don't remember how we got on the topic, but I was talking a little bit about creative writing, and Thomas was egging me on. I forget exactly what it was he said, but I was like, no, I really liked, creative writing. I was like, don't make me write a book at you, Thomas. I'll do it. And he did his typical Thomas thing where he said, do it, you won't. So, I immediately made a new channel that only I could post in, and proceeded for the next 90 minutes to write a story. And it turned out, I think it was like 3,800 words. I was just like, I'm gonna write the story. So I wrote this ridiculous story. And it took, 90 minutes. So that was weird. And I'm gonna share that with everybody. I think I'm gonna try and maybe do a dramatic reading here of it, like, in the next few days, so everyone can get to experience that, so it doesn't live solely on Discord. But it really just came out of Thomas being like, you won't do this. And I was like, no, I will. But it seemed like folks enjoyed it, so I'll share it with all of you. It's a little ridiculous, but that's by nature. But yeah, I'll share that as soon as I can. good things on top of an already bizarre and good evening. You not coming down? Maybe not. He had fourth meal, so he's set. And he doesn't mess with stuff up here. Sagan did. We could never leave the door upstairs open. Kep doesn't bother anything. He just wants to nap. So there's been plenty of times that I've left the door open, and he's fine. Now, it is late, I admit, and probably seems a little bizarre, but I'm going to finish the day off with pancakes. Because we ate dinner at what now, like 6?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's considerably later than 6, and I'm going to need some food if I'm going to fall asleep, so that's fine. I've had a really good day. I had a really fun evening, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of Mario RPG. Like, it's one of those games that honestly might be like one of, like, maybe like top 3, top 5 games, at least for Super Nintendo for sure. Like, I just adore it, and it's so fun to experience it again. I can't wait to play more of it next week. All right, I gotta make some pancakes. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?